European Car of the Year, World Car of the Year, What Car Super Mini of the Year. You may think I'm talking about a high-end luxury car like a Porsche, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini. No, I am in fact talking about the VW Polo Mk5. This video is 5 things that I hate about the VW Polo Mk5. My name is Satch, let's do business. Okay, so before we get down to business, I just want to say that making this video has been really difficult for me. I've spent a few days with this Polo Mk5. It's a 2017 model. It's a 1.2 engine, TSi engine with 90 brake horsepower. And it's a car that I absolutely love. Really surprised at that. But as always, when I get a car, I always like to try and even it out a bit. So I'm going to be making a video of 5 things that I love about it and 5 things that I hate about it. So this is 5 things that I hate about it. So let's get into it. Now you're probably going to think that these things that I hate about the car are actually quite lame, and I kind of agree with you because I'm really clutching at straws trying to find faults in the car which really don't exist. But if I had to choose a few faults, the first thing I would choose is the fact that the rear view mirror right here is just so small and compact. Every other car that I'm used to driving, or every other car that I have driven, the rear view mirror has obviously always been a lot bigger. This is so small and so compact, and it's quite deceiving actually as well, because when you're looking at things through your rear view mirror, it actually makes them smaller than they actually are. So there's been a few times when I've been driving behind, in front of like large juggernaut trucks, and they appear to be just little like toy cars. So it's a little bit deceiving. Obviously, there is a reason why they've got this small rear view mirror, and it is because the rear windscreen is really small as well, and quite sort of narrow, if you like. So there'd be no point in having a big wide rear view mirror if all you're going to see is the headlining and the seats in the boot. So I get why it's like that. It does look quite sleek, but it's just really difficult, and you've actually got to have it positioned really precisely to get a good look out of the back of the car. So that's the first thing on the list. Okay, so the second thing on the list, and it's quite timely that I'm at a set of traffic lights, is putting the key in and starting the car. So you've got the key like that, put the key in, and you've got to put the clutch down, you've got to turn it, but nothing happens. So you've kind of got to almost break your wrist to turn the car on. So you can't do it in one quick motion. That's really hurt my wrist actually. What you have to do is you have to put the key in, turn it, and then readjust your hand and then turn it again. It's just one of those little things that doesn't make it a great experience when starting the car up, and that's the first time that's ever happened on a car. It's something that you shouldn't even have to think about. You just put the key in and you start. You shouldn't have to have a sore wrist every time you do it, because 9 times out of 10 you are going to forget. You're just going to put your key in and try and turn it until it cranks. But no, you put the key in, you turn it, readjust your hand, and then turn it to crank the engine. It's just an annoying little thing. Okay, so the third thing that I'm not keen on this car, even though it is a great little car, as I say, it is actually the looks of the car. Although the car drives perfectly, it's really comfortable, it's got everything you'd need inside, everything is set out perfectly, just the looks of the car for me set it back a little bit. If I had that amount of money to spend on a VW Polo, I'd start looking into other territories and cars which look better than this. So we've got the Mini, you've got the Mercedes A-Class, you've got the Audi A1. Those three cars alone, I believe, will fall into the same price band, but also look much better than this car. Now, as I say, if looks aren't important and you're just looking for a car for pure functionality, well then yes, this is the car I would go for. But based on looks alone, I think it needs to be knocked down a peg and it needs to be sharpened up a bit. And this is actually the facelift model as well. It's a 2017 facelift model, so the new Polo does look a little bit better. That's the Mark 6. However, it's not too different to this car in all honesty. But that's the next thing that I hate about this car. Alright, so the next thing that I do dislike about this car is actually the MPG on this car. It's not as great as I thought it would be. Now, so over an 850 mile distance, we're averaging 39.3 miles per gallon. Now I was honestly expecting a lot better than this. In the book, or the official figures that come out of VW, it states that driving around the doors, you'll be getting around about 47. Driving on motorways, you'll be getting about 70. And if you're driving a mixture of the two, so motorways and around local roads, you'll be getting around 60 miles per gallon. Well, this does a mixture. I haven't done all of those for 850 miles, but this car does a mixture of motorway miles and driving around the streets, and we're getting 39.3 miles per gallon. So that is something that is really disappointing, in fact. Although, having said that, for me, driving a car with 39.3 miles per gallon is actually really good. But then again, I've got to look at the type of cars that I normally drive. So I normally drive Porsche 911s, Mercedes E-Class, which is a big boat basically. So these type of figures on those cars would be dreamy. But on this car, I would expect a little bit better. And actually, you know what? 5 things that I hate about this car, I can't push it to 5. I can literally only find 4 things that I dislike about this car. 4 is enough. I love the car, I absolutely love the car. Look out for my other video on 5 things that I love about this car. That is a very easy video to make, in fact. So thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I am, when I get 100,000 subscribers, going to be giving away a Porsche Boxster 986, but I need your help. So if you can subscribe to this channel, that would really help me out, and we'll get that Boxster given away as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.